There is a DPS out there who is grinding so hard to get as strong as the people they see on YouTube or the people they see in runs. With their same power, they could have the same power, the same arts, the same gear, but do so much underwhelming amount of damage, bro. And those types of things, bro. So when you push every stat, right, and you see a significance in like boards and stuff, and you can't get no stronger, you then think like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it me? It is you. I said DC died when PvP died. You know, someone said it's crazy how true that is, because I've been playing this game long enough to see that switch. Nobody cared about PvE the way they care about it now. People are too afraid to PvP. People do not want to PvP because they know they will get smoked. It's the easiest way for someone to tell you that you're trash. Instead, they want to put you in a raid, you know what I'm saying, slander your reputation and your name through little tells, telling people, you know, pop EOGs on me or let's steal EOGs on him. You know, it's never really a clean run.
I forgot to tell you I'm a fiend. Hit me with a dose of dopamine in my dreams. I'm the type of nigga who be always smoking green.
You know, fuck it. I had this whole video planned and stuff like that, but you know, I'm an off-script type person, bro. And I'm gonna just start it. Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, bro. Today's topic. Where my vape? Today's topic is fucking reputation, bro. And the invisible stat of DC. And what I mean by that is, hold on, let me get somewhere where the music isn't so loud. That shit be bothering me, bro. DC is not that grand. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, bro. Bro, no one, bro. Nature is so fun, bro. I've been having so much fun with this power, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think y'all understand how. Oh, I love feeling out of place. I feel like nature doesn't fit me, but it's fun. Like, I think I might be nature for a while. I just don't really fuck with like the nature, like healing, like the EOGs and like all them 5Ks. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like how y'all do that? Anyone knows? Let me know, bro. But we're gonna talk about this is where I hang out. So if y'all ever find me, bro, I'm always at the sparring targets. But it's quiet here. It's dope. But right now, as I talk, pay attention to LFG. LFG is like this. Like, this is what our LFG look like, you know what I'm saying, in DC. It's like, you know, yeah, look for group, but you know what I'm saying, that's like the main channel, bro. It used to be Fives. This is what Fives chat and is now LFG chat, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's mixed in with, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you just kind of gotta just, you know, but people be reading them Kai Sinat chats and shit, like, fast as fuck, so I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's just what it is. But as I talk, just pay attention to like the conversations that's being had. You know, and we're gonna talk about like reputation, the invisible stat, bro. If you ever like play DC or want to start playing DC, base game, you create a superhero, whatever your imagination, bro. When I was a kid. And I was like, you get to create your own hero and villain. That was like, bro, that was like peak. You know, I was born in 2000. So it was like, this game came out when I was playing it. I think, yeah, like 12, 13. I was like, bro, this shit fire. You know what I'm saying? And no way did I ever think it would be here in 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And I would still be playing this fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's about to be 15 years. And who you are as a player, as a person, like, you can have many names, like, you know. We're gonna talk about that too. Whenever they did the name change token thing, like, you can go by many names. Whoever you are as the player, you know what I'm saying, really determines on, you know, your DC career. I compare this game to The Boys a lot. You know what I'm saying, the TV show. You know what I'm saying? Like, as they talk about these names and stuff, like you know what I'm saying? Like, A-Train, like, you know, like, there's just names that people in DC just recognize and know. That looks up. Like, look, there is a DPS out there who is grinding so hard to get as strong as the people they see on YouTube or the people they see in runs. With their same power, they could have the same power, the same arts, the same gear, but do so much underwhelming amount of damage, bro. And those types of things, bro. So when you push every stat, right, and you see a significance in like boards and stuff, and you can't get no stronger, you then think like, you know what I'm saying, like, is it me? It is you. Some people are just wicked with, you know what I'm saying, with just like keybinds, rotations. They practice timing. See, as they play this game for a while, like, you know, like honestly, when DC first came out, a lot of people were just playing the DC based game. Like, they didn't know what clipping was. It was just fun to play with friends, you know what I'm saying? But it took people. The reason why clipping was created was because doing the missions and stuff, you just want to get to level 30 to do all the fun stuff, right? But, you know, it's easier to clip your animations, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to get through those missions. Like, that's just how it was. Like, I remember teaching my friends how to do a certain power and what can clip into what. I know all this knowledge now. I've been to every power, like, probably 4 times over. You know what I'm saying? I know how, like, you know, each artifact affects each power, you know. Like, I honestly, I've been playing this game for so long, and I'm a build person. Like, you know, I'll create a build that has no meaning just to see how much max optimal damage that shit can work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I would be saving money if I wolfpack my shit, to be honest. But they just be creating so many new arts that, like, you got to fit in other stuff. I mean, honestly, wolfpack your stuff, bro. If you wolfpack your stuff, I think you'll save so much fucking money, bro. You can create as many tunes as you want. But that's another thing. You know, I was talking about names, bro. We are at an age where, since they gave us new names from the people that haven't, you know, logged on to DC all them years ago, you know what I'm saying? It's not like an underscore and a hashtag, and everybody, all these names was up to grabs. So there was somebody once, you know, long ago, who created a character, and his name was One. And now whoever One is now, you don't know if that's the real One. You know what I'm saying? Like, type deal. So it's like, I don't know why that stuff matters, but it matters a lot in DC. Only because people can't believe that DC is still standing. People, how many times is someone gonna slander DC's name and this shit's still kicking? You got New World dying. You got there was another MMO. I gotta find it, bro. I saw it on my feed, bro. Another MMO just died, bro. No longer serving. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, if anyone's gonna play any MMO, like, you know what I'm saying? Most like people get mad at, like, this shit says like pay to win or free to play. Like, nigga, like, how do you expect the game to run? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. They competing. This game was made all the way back in 2011, and they competing against, like, GTA 6, like, other games, you know, that's taking people's attention. Like, bro, like, think about that, bro. Like, you know, there was a conversation in this bitch talking about DC doesn't have over 4,000 players. You know, they think less than 4,000 people play this game. Like, bro, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think over 4,000 people play this game, bro. That's just my opinion. We can fight about that in the comments, bro. Like, I got more receipts, but this isn't that type of video. You know what I'm saying? Oh god, I'm trying to say, you know what I'm saying, a lot less. I'm trying to articulate for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Said it again. But look, for real, like, who you are as a player in DC, socially, I mean, sometimes you can never talk, and you could just have the knowledge of what you know. Like, for instance, I could go against anybody in PvP, and just by the way they're attacking me, I can tell how long they've been playing the game. You know, like, I don't, like, I know a lot of people know what I'm talking about when I say that. Like, you know, what type of clips, you know, what type of ways to get from, like, you know, blocking to range, you know, like all that other stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just in PvE. Honestly, like I said, I posted this shit. Look, I actually had a record. I'm gonna find it. I said DC died when PvP died. You know, someone said it's crazy how true that is, because I've been playing this game long enough to see that switch. Nobody cared about PvE the way they care about it now. People are too afraid to PvP. People do not want to PvP because they know they will get smoked. It's the easiest way for someone to tell you that you're trash. Instead, they want to put you in a raid, You know what I'm saying? Slander your reputation and your name through little tells, telling people, pop EOGs on me or let's steal EOGs on him. It's never really a clean run. And then y'all screenshot all these meaningless screenshots, you know what I'm saying, of, how many B&E runs y'all run a day, for real? Y'all could be playing for like 4, 5, 6 hours, you know what I'm saying, and really run probably over 70, 80 runs. And y'all really screenshotting certain scenarios that happen. You know what I'm saying? Someone may have to walk the dog or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I swear to God, niggas is clipping like that, bro. I mean, screenshotting like that, bro. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Situations, and it's just, like, bro, just get PV, just, bro, all these people that play this game that only stick to PvE, not we, because I would PvP any day, but people really choose not to queue up for, like, you know what I'm saying, 8v8s, 5v5s. Like, we could do that. I see 8 people in chat right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I know I'm turning up. It's just like, that's like, bro, back in my day, DC, that was the easiest way to, like, gladiator sport, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tune versus tune type shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all depending on these raids, bro. But I say that to say PvP is the best way to elevate your reputation. You know what I'm saying? On who you are as a player, getting your name out there. That's literally what that is. You know what I'm saying? If, like, who you are as a player really determines on what you want to do in DC. So, let's say you were a healer, right? If you know your power, you know how to get EOG the fastest way. If you know how to do whatever, and no one knew who you were, you know what I'm saying? But people just knew you could do that. People will start adding you to a friends list or whatever. So whenever you're on and they need a healer, they might shoot you a tell. I know that happens to some of y'all, you know what I'm saying? What I do now, because tanks are scarce as fuck, I would literally invite a tank. Not invite a tank. I would add a tank, like any tank, you know what I'm saying? And I could just recognize the tank names, and I'm always getting into runs because if this tank don't work, I go to this tank. That's just how I operate my friends list. You know what I'm saying? It's not that anyone is more significant than the other. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I be in runs with people and I see who's reliable. I mean, that's just what it is. Like, honestly, I'm a solo player. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, if anyone that's really came across me, like, that's another thing we're going to talk. Damn, this is a great topic. Great topic. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but stick with it and you might learn something. So, like I was talking with healers, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna finish all the roles. If you knew your power, you knew whatever had to excel in your power better than most in your competition with your CR and your arts. You don't have to have max arts. So I mean, yeah, that helps. But if you was, like, for example, you would be more recognized if you had, like, 160 and up arts still putting out optimal heals, good EOGs at good times, you know what I'm saying, than someone who has 200 arts. I mean, okay, he can do it. He has potential. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll just rise. I mean, it's hard to really debate on, like, you know what I'm saying, who's good at anything in this game. It's really about who's reliable, who can get through the latest runs and stuff, you know what I'm saying? There's no way of measure. And honestly, if you did want to measure anything, go in there with a 5v5 PvP group, and you know what I'm saying, and have the healer, like, really fend for himself and heal the group at the same time and depend on your group. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it would be so easy. It'll be so easy to, like, be able to tell on who's better in PvP. I mean, y'all, let's be real. Like, PvE is as good as it's gonna get. Like, there's already top players in PvE. Shit can burn. What would happen to DC if people cared about PvP more? You know what I'm saying? They only invest so much into PvE because, of how their audience, us, reacts to it. Then they add fucked up to the shit, like lasso and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just one shot and everything, bro. And it just doesn't even make sense. They're destroying their own game because they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I only say that to say PvP is a forgotten factor of this game. I cannot believe that this game is not really, like, excelling in PvP. I can't believe no one chooses to play PvP, bro. Like, what? People say that it's broken or it's not broken. Well, bro, all y'all do is queue ones. Y'all just queue Batcave, Queue up for something like, when PvP was dope, when 2v2s, that made it interesting. Have a 4v4. Bro, bro, my own league be having 18 to 20 people in there. If people PvP'd, bro, 4 of us, and there was another league of 4 that PvP, I can't believe this is, hard. I don't know, bro. I mean, I'm sorry. Guys, we are talking about reputation. All this has to do with reputation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's a forgotten era. Bro. Everything is about PvE. Everybody will only make PvE stuff, bro. I will be the PvE guy, bro. I swear to God. But hey, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get back to talk. I'm sorry, but I mean, I kind of have to relate this all back to PvP because everybody makes I just be wondering where some of these ideas be coming from, I gotta think about it, bro. DC can really go in any direction the audience wants it to go to, based off of reputation alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking about it now because they have stuff like the Creator League. You know what I'm saying? With Meta Knight is in it. I think Obsidian doesn't do his shit anymore. And Multiverse, I think he left. I believe. I'm not sure. But why would DC do that, bro? Because honestly, there's people in the community itself who can really cover DC better than I guess a test server. I mean, I guess you get a sneak peek at the ability, but we kind of explain that shit really well for the masses. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. All that shit is just a teaser, bro. I don't know. All I say how to say is that we can direct the game. You know what I'm saying? I guess the community has more power, to be honest. I mean, we could all choose not to play. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I'm gonna circle it back, bro. Trolling and reputation. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm a rambler, bro. Trolling. Definitely, if you can come up with an intricate troll build, actually no. Let me tell you this story. There's this guy I knew. And we played back in the day, long way ago. He was like, yo, I want to get back into DC, but I don't know how. Nobody wants to play with me. Nobody wants to whatever. I told him, I said, look, if you get back into DC and get these things, and I give you this name, you know what I'm saying? It was Knots. I gave him the name Knots, Knots. I give you this name, and you keep playing with these arts, and you said you want to troll. And buff trolling is popular right now. I told him to get Tet. I told him to get Claw, and I even told him to get EOG. I mean, I was trying to save his pockets on stuff he already had. But I was like, look, if you want to be a buff troll, buff everything. You know what I'm saying? So he was buffing everything just like that, bro. And everybody, I mean, y'all know him. I mean, y'all ran with him, Knots. Yeah, he ran with Perk and them. It was a couple months ago, 2, 3, 4 months when ABE was out, really. But everyone was running with him because you know what I'm saying. He was just buffing. It's just what people wanted at the time, of course. But that in itself is reputation. When you go with the meta and people need you for the meta, you know what I'm saying. And I say this to say because this can help you. You can't, guys. Honestly, like I said, this is a video where you're gonna learn something because the only way to explain reputation is to explain all of it. There's no certain way to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I tell that troll story to tell you that I gave him the name and all this stuff so he could get the gear to be with people who could burn that raid and do speed runs. But as a troll, he's getting all that gear. He just got to reset himself. That is how you get ahead of the farm. Look, you got to know how DC runs. There's people who will do speed runs. You got to use their energy to your will. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, they want to burn everything cool. If you just want gear and you can do a support role, go into support role, do that shit, do that dirt for them, do at least 30 runs, and it'll be spammed as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And you can choose to pick which gear you want, DPS, and then you can practice on your own time. But you know what I'm saying? They want to, some people, and they do this so much that their league can't really keep up with like those antics. And what I mean by that is like you'll find people wanting to, like, it's weird. You'll see a lot of top DPSs constantly spam looking for group for DPSs to DPS their raids. But they know who they are based off of reputation, and it's not going to be fun for them because some people are trying to learn and practice. They know what that type of raid will be. It's better to get in a raid with people you think is in your ballpark so you can, you know what I'm saying? Because DC doesn't really have a matchmaking system. You know what I'm saying? The only way to matchmake is know who you're playing with it based off reputation. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like just off that fact alone, there's a lot of things you can do to boost that. But like when people say get your name out there, I think what they really mean by how can you add to the meta? Yeah. How can you add to the meta in a way that will change the meta? You know what I'm saying? A new tactic maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, everybody inspects everybody, if I'm being real. Like, doesn't matter how many times you've inspected them. You might inspect them 4 or 5 times in the same raid for whatever reason, but you just might do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's constantly trying to get game. And actually, PvE is at its peak. Like, all the time I've been thinking, like, in between of me chatting, I'm sitting here thinking, like, what direction, like, okay, what is a new DLC gonna really bring, bro? Another raid, another map? That's really all we care about is an intricate map. Like, bro, when the Labyrinth raid was introduced and you got to, like, you know, the Minotaur, that was kind of intricate. Like, that's when DC was like, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people, like, I don't know. But it's the fact that they're splitting. Look, this is why PvE might die soon. I ain't gonna lie. Because all these raids that they're recycling old content, yes. But all of the new raids that isn't even as hard as the old content is a problem. Yes. Like, BOBE, there is no way that I, as a DPS, am able to attack the ads before the tank gets there, and I shouldn't even take one hit like it is in B&E. I can literally, like, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, I don't even, bro, honestly, I'm 497, and I'm just at the point where I just want to practice so much of the mechanics in game where I don't even really want to, like, bro, I could be doing so much to be getting my OP, but usually every DLC I'm at, that, bro, I'm always max first. But I'm like, bro, all I really care about getting is the OP pieces. Like, to be honest, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, I'm sorry. I know the title is one thing, and, you know what I'm saying, the video is like, everything is in it. But it all pertains to DC, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, it's like, the reputation you build is based off of you as a player. It has nothing to do. And honestly, you can have a bad reputation, bro. Not picking up people. Not really. Like, if you're PvPing and duel, popping a soda, and you will get posted. Like, if you're popping all this stuff in a PvP, whatever, and you're trying to build a reputation, it only takes one post of people seeing you do all that shit to really knock you, like, to the floor again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. Like, I only say this to say, I'm gonna leave it with this. If you want to be ahead of the farm, ahead of the action, you have to build your reputation. You can't just play this game. Well, I mean, some people can. Some people will just really play this game just to, you know, play a superhero game. It's the only superhero game out there that of its kind, really. But God, like, I've been playing games my whole life, like all of us. You know what I'm saying? It's just, this game is like, you know, there's this comment. I mean, there's just this post that Queen said, and she was like, people really think they're playing that. Well, honestly, that doesn't matter, because DC, what it is now, we just got to make something of it. And like I said, all these people could be queuing up for PvP, showing a whole new side of DC, and it just sucks that PvE is just there. I mean, I don't know, y'all. That's a touchy subject. I don't want to combine, like, both videos into one, but that is definitely has its own subject because, like I said, you can't ever really tell. Like no comps really fucking matter, bro. To be honest, bro, it's like it's better if y'all comp with people y'all don't run with every day. That makes sense. Like it's better that if the comp is between two people, why is there all these other people who are comping you in the raid, bro? Like I said in the very beginning, bro, it should just be all the support roles and 2 DPSs and post that bitch. I bet that is more like, you know, select people, but people will be afraid to do that. People will be afraid to be, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm being for real. Like tank, healer, troll, 2 DPSs. And if a DPS dies, the other DPS has to pick up that DPS. If not, you wipe. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm being like, bro, y'all like there's too much outliers, too much factors into deep. I mean, it like y'all can literally steal each other's ELGs. Y'all can really go head to head. But I say that to say that PV like you can't really comp the way you want to in PVE. Like, bro, like there's so much stuff. I really say this to say there's just too many excuses in DC, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like as a player, you gotta know when you're doing something wrong, right? You got to be able to accept criticism, to be honest. And, you know, these sparring targets are here for a reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? Max health every day. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's why I'm in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, bro, like, easily, I could switch to something that's going to put me in the forefront, right? But it's like, you know, I haven't touched nature in 5 years. And I'm just like, damn, bro. What if I just say fuck it, bro? Fuck it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, I don't know. Not to build, right? Honestly, if you want to talk about my reputation was built off PvP and trading. Like back then, and even I stopped. I think like a year or two ago. I was getting all these rare collections and selling it to like high end players for DC cash. That's how I got hella styles. I got crazy amount of stuff. I got this, bro. I sold hella Prometheum lot boxes, bro. I gave away a Prometheum lot box for the damn comic emote, reading the comic on your back. Well, I think, yeah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking as 12. Oh wait, no, I think it was 4. I forgot who I sold it to. Whoever I sold hella shit to get my lasso, bro, and I gave him a wicked deal. But I just know how to, like, you know, bro. Actually, my outro for this channel, bro, like low key, Tala Rage God, bro. I bought something for her from the broker, and I said, yo, can you say this one thing for me? You know what I'm saying? And she said it, and I was gonna use the outro for the outro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna hear that when I end this video, but I'm just saying, like, you know, reputation all kind of ties into what you want. I mean, that's if you play this game, but you know, like it could be a lot more. It's a whole different world than just stats and arts and, you know, gear and grinding. And when you get immersed into, like I said, this LFG chat, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's family, bro. It's like, you know, like some people I know in this game I've known for years, bro. Like years. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. But hey, that's what it is, bro. Build your own reputation. Have fun with this shit. And the better we are as a community, you know what I'm saying, I think we could really direct where this game should go. We just got to be open to new things. I mean, can we really be mad that the PvE meta is like... No, can we really be mad that PvP is like fucked up and y'all say that it's broken when the PvE meta is officially broken, bro? Like, come on, they're giving us BOBE as a raid, a 4-man, you know what I'm saying? And like, what is that? What even is that, bro? Like, let's do something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, I gotta leave that in a whole nother video because, you know, I'm big PvP over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, bro, be easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's holidays. You know, you feel me? Hey, I didn't say that much this time, so y'all can't really like come for me, bro. Y'all can't come for me. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all be easy. Y'all be safe out there, bro. Hey, another thing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I should have said this in the beginning, bro. I be thinking about this shit all the time. Bro, keep Sudan in your prayers, bro. Some crazy shit going down over there, and you know, all we got is each other as human beings, bro. I mean, we all play the game, you know what I'm saying? But on a realistic note, bro, we have the luxury of like having the time to do this, but some people don't, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, it's just something to think about, you know what I'm saying? I'm a caring person, so you know what I'm saying? That's just all jokes aside. But yo, y'all be easy, y'all be safe, y'all be easy. That don't even make sense. What the fuck?
Iron Man makes hits. Go stream his music.